Hello and welcome to the Small Scape. Today I am bringing you an update and a change that I'm going to be making to one of the tanks in my Nano Nook here. It's a 20-gallon long and it houses my beloved green neons, but I'm going to be making a change. I'm going to be adding some friends for them, and also I kind of spruced it up a little bit. I'm going to bring you that and just let's take a look at how it looks. Now, next week, I believe I'm going to give a full tour of all of my nano tanks down here in the Nano Nook, which there is going to be another upgrade being made to the Nano Nook, so look forward to that. And then all the other nano tanks that I have throughout the house as well. So hopefully that will come out next week. But let's take a look at what I'm going to do here. So this is my 20-gallon long, and it is known as the farm tank or green acres because it is not an aquascaped per se tank. It is meant to grow out plants, and also there's some mystery snails in here and my green neons. You'll see that it does look a little bit sparse. I have growing out in here corkscrew val and crypts, although a lot of the larger crypts I've already harvested and put in other tanks, so that worked out really well. They grow really nicely in here, and I have a lot of baby crypts planted in here now, and just a few little anubias stuck on a rock, and then I think I even have a little small little patch of buse on another rock. This is on this right hand side of the tank is where I used to have a piece of driftwood too that I had attached a lot of anubias, but the anubias I used in other tanks and removed the driftwood altogether because it was actually starting to deteriorate and kind of make a mess out of the tank. But this is such a fun tank to watch, even though it isn't heavily aquascaped, because my green neons are in here and they're so beautiful, and they're just always zooming around the tank, and they're like little tiny neon lights. But I've always wanted to do a red, white, and blue tank. They're going to be the blue because they are kind of a bluish color. So who have I added for the white? Platinum rice fish. These are beautiful. They're just like a very glowing, bright white color. Really love these fish. I added 6 of them. And then for the red, some dwarf rasboras, and I have at least 12. I think there's about 12 to 15 of them that I added in there. And as you can see, the colors really do light up this tank. Even though they are all so very tiny, I just thought it would be really fun to have 3 little schools of tiny fish. I thought it was really interesting that the rice fish were actually spending a lot of time towards the bottom of the tank. In all the other tanks that we have, they spend a lot of the time up at the top, but they were doing a lot of investigating. Everybody's getting along great, and it is just that much more fun to watch. Now, if you look really closely, and if you're familiar with this tank and you've seen it before, you'll notice a couple things that I did change. I did start to cap the fluval stratum that I have in there because it's very light and plants just always want to pop out of there. So I have started capping just a little bit of black sand on the top to kind of hold it down, and it looks kind of nice too. And then also I cleared out this middle area. I did used to have some plantings all throughout the center, but I just kind of wanted some open space in the middle, and then as I get little baby crypts that I want to plant there, I'll probably throw them in there. But I do like the look of at least some open space in there. And another thing that you won't see in here are the magenta mystery snails. It's kind of funny, but I did have them breeding in here for the longest time, but I would take them and move them to other tanks, and they were filling up all of our other tanks, and I wound up with actually only 1 left in this tank right now, so I will have to repopulate the magentas in here because I really did like that color in there as well. So thanks so much for stopping by. Hopefully you enjoyed the upgrades that I made to this tank, and then I hope you are also looking forward to next week when I can give you a tour. Spoiler, I did have 20 nano tanks down here and throughout the house. but that number has changed. So look forward to seeing if the number went up or down. See you next time.